Faraway Director's Cut is a puzzle game currently free from Prime Gaming, if you got a Prime subscription, until the 9th of July 2025. Yep, you heard right. It's a Director's Cut that we've all been clamouring for. Finally! Weirdly, this game took me the same time to finish as it would to have watched the Snyder Cut. Coincidence?
70 hours ago. I'm so excited. I don't
Yeah.
even feel jet lag.
Now, I've not played the original version of the game. The theatrical release? No, that's not right. Whatever. So, I don't know what's changed, and you know what, I don't think it really matters. I mean, this is the one being given away, so I'm going to play and review this one. If anyone does know and cares about the differences between them, feel free to let the rest of us know in the comments. I have played Faraway 2 and 3, though, as Prime gave them away a while ago, and I do have reviews on the channel for them. And not surprisingly, this is basically the same. Not much seems to have got changed between 1, 2 and 3, so if you like those, you're going to like this one. There are a few small differences that maybe justify a different review, so let's get into it. We have the same pastel coloured 3D landscapes of non-textured blocks that isn't going to impress anyone, but it's good enough to present the puzzles that are the focus of the game. There's a very laid-back piano tune that just sits there in the background as soundtrack, while you're trying to work out how to progress through the 20 levels. I think most of the time you're probably not even going to notice it's there. Certainly not when you're concentrating. Each of these 20 levels is basically an escape room. You walk around or run holding shift down, generally a fairly small area, with the aim of grabbing a rune that you place in a magical gate to exit the level. But to do that, you'll need to solve puzzles. Solving these puzzles generally open up a new part of the area, or award you an object that lets you open up a new part of the area. The objects are stored in your inventory and can be used by right-clicking the mouse and selecting them, dragging them on a part of the landscape to interact with whatever puzzle you're looking at. Or, if you want to, you can click on part of the puzzle or landscape and then select the item from your inventory. That I actually found a bit more precise. A lot of the puzzles are basic observation checks. There'll be something that you need to put a specific pattern in or set various levels of levers or whatever, and the solution is somewhere on the level. The solutions are visual, you're not going to pick up a clue in writing or anything like that. They might not necessarily be in an obvious place, and a couple of puzzles were really well done. There are more traditional logic puzzles, and some that are kind of common sense. Things like clicking on a handle and dragging your mouse down to lower a door, that kind of a thing. It's a good mix that generally I found challenging but not obscure. There were a couple of times where it wasn't that clear to me what I needed to do. Some of them I ended up brute forcing, as in just tried all of the combinations when there weren't that many. But those puzzles were far outweighed by the number of puzzles that I really enjoyed solving. A couple of them really gave me a, oh, yeah, that was clever, feeling at the end of them. There's some really imaginative puzzles here. We do have collectibles in the form of notes and key fragments. The notes are pages from a diary of someone that was there before you. And when you pick them up, they're actually read out loud, using the only voiceover in the game.
It fills my nightmares now. It caused all this.
A lot of them are pretty difficult to find. There are 3 on each level, and despite me trying to look at every part of each area, I rarely found more than one. I didn't go out of my way to collect all of them. But if 100% in the game is something you enjoy, I think you could add an hour or two to the 4-hour or so runtime that it took me to finish the game. Key fragments are just as hard to find in many ways. I missed some, I'm not sure how many I missed exactly, and I couldn't tell you what they do. obviously because I didn't get all of them. I wasn't a big fan of how I found one of the fragments. It was basically out of bounds, and I randomly walked through a wall and it was just sitting there, like it didn't care, it wasn't even meant to be there. It was very smug. Now, I don't really get that much out of testing every wall or bit of scenery to see if I can walk through them. It doesn't feel like fun to me. So if it does to you, then the mystery of the keys is going to come as a special surprise for you. Once you finish level 18, the credits roll and you're dumped back into the main menu, even though there's actually 2 left to play. You can access them by clicking on the levels menu and then selecting 19 or 20 and clicking the gate to start that level. Weirdly, level 20 was a lot easier than the preceding ones. Really straightforward. Disappointingly so, I found. The game actually ramps up the difficulty quite nicely. It introduces new mechanics for puzzles at a pretty good rate, while still keeping some familiar elements, so you don't feel completely lost as to how to progress, but it does keep things fresh. That's why level 20 was odd. It felt like a return to like the first levels in how basic it was. I would mention that you might want to change the mouse sensitivity, because some of the, when you're operating levers, some of them are really sensitive. Faraway, Director's Cut, is an enjoyable escape room game. It does forego the fancy graphics, but it has the main element, solid puzzles in them. If you like escape room games, puzzle games, or the other games in the series, I think you'll enjoy this, so I definitely recommend it to you. For those that are on the fence about these games, this is a good game to jump in and try. It does ease you in fairly nicely to the game, although there are absolutely no tutorials. Okay, I think that about wraps this one up, so I'm off. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Goodbye.